Hi everybody, it's me, Queen City Prepper, and I'm back. So the one topic I want to ask folks was, do you guys, and you can do a video response to this if you want, or just comment, it's up to you. Do you guys prep for family members or loved ones that don't live with you? For instance, if you have children that have left the nest, if you have aging parents, that kind of thing, do you prep or stockpile with them in mind? And if so, how much do you put like a year's worth of food away for that person? Do you consider maybe other, like if they have medical needs or anything like that? Do you take that into consideration when you're prepping or stockpiling too? Or do you only maybe put like just extra, maybe about 3 months extra away just for anybody kind of thing? Or do you prep as though they're still living with you? um, for myself, when I was living in that town, I prepped as though my kids were still living at home. And I also took into consideration my aging mother, who is pushing, like, she'll be like 70. So um, I had a very huge and beautiful stockpile that I felt very secure of and took a lot of comfort in. And we used up, we didn't even, Mike and I, we didn't even make a dent. We're gonna use up what we could, and I gave the rest away. And I gave a lot of it to my sons, and I gave a lot of it to my mom, and some to the food bank. So, I mean, it went to places that I felt good about. So, I'm glad I gave it to somebody that could use it and stuff like that. So I went from living in a house in that town to having the stockpile like in the basement and stuff like that, and other areas in the house depending what it was, to living in a two-bedroom apartment. So because I've given them stuff, like my kids aren't stockpiling. My mom, she stockpiles, but she doesn't do like a whole year's worth of stuff. For the most part, she usually doesn't do that much. Plus, she eats like a mouse. Like she's a real tiny, short little lady kind of thing. And she literally, if she has like half a slice of toast or maybe two pieces, well, she won't even have like two slices of bread. She might just make one slice of bread and cut it in half. And to her, that's two pieces and a cup of coffee for breakfast. She eats like a flippin' mouse. But when I'm there, I'm with her. I make her eat more because she's so tiny and um, like to me, she looks undernourished. She's getting like really dark circles under her eyes. And then when she's alone, she just won't eat. She won't cook anything because she doesn't feel the need to cook for a meal if she's the only one there. So she just kind of nibbles. But anyway, um, so when I did have my stockpile, I had created it with my three children, my mother, and myself in mind. And then when Mike entered the picture, then he was just included into that as well. And the stockpile was at my place for the most part. Few things stored at my mom's, but my place. And our family always had, our plan should, shit hit the fan or anything like that, you hightail it to the farm, like to the homestead, right where my mom's at. That's the place that has the well with the hand pump for the water. It's all old school. So, plus there's a wood stove there. I mean, we'd be fine. That's always been the plan. Even when my grandparents were alive, they've always told all of us, anything happens, head to the farm. That's all you gotta do. Come back. Come to the farm. Live off the land. You'd be fine. There's everything here. So, um, that's still our plan. Now I've moved and I have no stockpile pretty much. Like I said before, a couple things. I won't not even call it a stockpile. It's nothing. I've got nothing. Um, I've got my soy sauce. Yay. But really, I don't have anything. So, moved here. Now I'm only going to prep for Mike and I. Once I have that established, at least a year's worth, and I'm going to try to, do that in the limited amount of space that we do have here, right? Like, it's a two-bedroom apartment. I don't have a basement. I don't have a shed. Like, space is tight. So I'm going to do what I can wherever I can do it here, kind of thing. In addition to that, I still want to be taking stuff out to the farm and just storing it out there and kind of build the stockpile in two locations, here and there. I don't want it all just here. There's not enough space anyway here, and I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get out there either to the farm. I know it's only 2 hours away, but with him working, and hopefully I will be too, then he'll, who knows what our schedules are going to be like. And so that's the plan. So for the stockpile here, I'm not going to, I guess, include my kids or my mom in that one, like, because they're, if shit hit the fan, they're not going, yeah, let's go to the city. That's not gonna happen. They'll be like, we're staying here at the farm. Yvonne, hopefully you find your way back. That's the way it's gonna be. For myself, like I said, here I'm gonna, you know, for Mike and I, and then when I get over there, whether it's on a long weekend or however many trips I can make, then I'll take some of the other things for long-term storage out there, because ultimately that's where I would be. In the meantime, I do want to build up a supply here. So I guess in a way, I'm kind of doing it both, so that should anything happen, you know, we can hightail it over there and still take whatever supplies we can from here and still be comfortable in knowing that there's already supplies over there waiting for us. That's the plan. But I'm still, with the supplies I take over there, that will be with the mindset for my mom and my kids, right? Even though they're grown and they're adults now. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I'd like to hear your opinions and your thoughts. Do you prep for your aging parents? Do you prep for your kids that have left the nest? And if so, will you always prep for them no matter how old they get? And what if they get married and have kids? Like, how far will you go? Kind of thing with prepping. Um, yeah, I just wanted to hear your response. I'm gonna do another video here, but let me know. Do a video response or post some comments. There's some people I've talked to that said once the kids leave home, they're on their own. Tough luck for them, which kind of surprised me. Um, the other response, I talked to somebody about that. This is on a like a chat board thing, um, and they said they will prep for as long as their children remain unmarried, and once their child gets married, they will stop prepping in the hopes that the future in-law, daughter-in-law, or whoever it is, will be a prepper or will be convinced by by the parents or whatever that prepping is a good thing, and maybe they'll start prepping. Um, and some say, well, of course, I'm still going to prep as though they're living here, even if they're not, just in case anything happens. We do want to be together as a family. So, what are your thoughts? Shoot me out a video. I'd love to hear it. Thanks. Ciao.